You ever feel like you're just running on a treadmill at work? Going nowhere fast? Well, you are definitely not alone. But what if there was a new kind of escape plan? One that doesn't involve, just leaping into the unknown, but instead building a parachute while you're still safely on the plane. Let's break down how that actually works. First, let's just hit this stark reality of it all. A staggering 85% of workers all over the world are disengaged from their jobs. I mean, think about that. The vast majority of people are just not fully invested or happy in the work they do every single day. It's like this quiet crisis of dissatisfaction. Now, this is going to sound completely backward, I get it, but the investor Monish Pabrai argues that the biggest risk you can possibly take is staying in that supposedly safe 9 to 5. And why? Because you've only got one life, and you might not get to do what's truly in your heart. This one idea, it challenges everything we've ever been taught about what career security really means. So if we dig into this mindset, it kind of reveals a modern truth. That old path of just climbing the corporate ladder, it's just not the guaranteed safe bet it used to be. We need a new framework, one that's all about minimizing risk while maximizing your own potential. And that framework has a name: Dhandho. It's an approach to business that's focused on one single core principle: creating ventures where the downside is basically zero. You're setting up bets where if you win big, but if you lose very, very little. It's about being smart, not just brave. And this is where Dhandho really flips the scripts on conventional wisdom. We're all taught that to succeed, you need some revolutionary, brand new idea. But Pabrai points out that two of the greatest entrepreneurs ever, Bill Gates and Sam Walton, were absolute master cloners. They just took existing, proven ideas and made them better. And the difference is just stark. On one side, you've got the traditional startup model, right? Raise a ton of money, take a huge risk on an idea that's totally unproven, and just hope for the best. But on the other side, you've got the Dhandho model. Use almost no capital, clone and improve a proven concept, and make sure that even if it fails, you're not wiped out. Think about Richard Branson leasing one used Boeing 747 to start Virgin Atlantic with absolutely zero capital. That's the idea. Okay, so how do you apply this timeless, low-risk philosophy in today's world? Well, you pair it with today's ultimate unfair advantage: artificial intelligence. And here's the crucial thing to get. AI isn't some threat you should be afraid of. It's a toolkit that lets one person do what used to require an entire team. It's the engine that powers the Dhandho approach, letting you clone, automate, and build with almost no capital investment at all. So the first step in the Dhandho model is cloning what already works. With AI, this is easier than it has ever been. You can use tools like ChatGPT to generate viral ideas based on proven concepts, create all your visual assets with something like Midjourney, and even produce audio with 11 Labs. The whole creative process can be replicated and improved on. All right, so you've got your creative assets. Now you need an operational backbone. And this is where automation comes in. No-code tools like Make.com or Zapier, they act as this kind of digital glue, letting you build automated workflows for research, marketing, or sales, all without writing a single line of code. And finally, what about building the actual product? I mean, that's a huge hurdle, right? Well, even that barrier has fallen. AI tools like Cursor can literally write code for you, while platforms like Relevance AI let you build and deploy custom agents to handle really complex tasks. The entire stock, from the idea all the way to the product, is now accessible to just one person. This new toolkit, it doesn't just change how you work, it completely changes who you can become. It's no longer about being a specialist in one super narrow field. So, welcome to the era of the AI generalist. This is someone who doesn't need to be a marketing guru or a coding genius. Nope. Instead, they are an expert problem solver who knows which AI tool to apply to which problem, whether it's in marketing, product, or sales. The future belongs to the people who can connect the dots. And becoming one isn't some kind of magic. It's a totally learnable process. The entrepreneur Vaibhav Sasinti lays out this really clear roadmap. It starts with simple exploration and understanding the basics. Then it moves into mastering media and building prototypes. And finally, it all comes together when you deploy AI agents to automate your entire system. So we have the low-risk philosophy. We have the powerful AI toolkit. Now let's combine them into a practical playbook that you can start using, like tonight. Rule number one, and listen, this is absolutely non-negotiable. You do not quit your day job. That job is your safety net, it pays your bills, and it funds your low-cost experiments. You keep that cash flow coming in while you build your escape route on the side. But where do I find the time? I hear you. Look at your week like this. There are 168 hours. Power BI breaks it down, you sleep, you work your 40-hour job, you handle all the life admin stuff, but then there's this huge chunk of orange blocks. That's your free time. We're talking about maybe 4 hours on weekdays and 8 on weekends. That's 40 hours a week right there, just ready to be swapped for yellow blocks. Time for your startup. But here's the real litmus test. This only works if building your venture, those yellow blocks, is genuinely more exciting to you than just passive entertainment. If tinkering with your AI agent feels more compelling than scrolling through social media, you are on the right track. Passion has to be the fuel here. And here is why those 40 hours are more powerful than ever before. With AI, Vaibhav Sasinti was able to shrink his engineering team from 15 people down to just 5, while increasing their output. That's a 66% reduction in headcount. Just imagine applying that level of leverage to your own 40 hours. You can achieve what once required a fully staffed company. So the time is there, the low-risk playbook exists. The tools are more powerful and accessible than ever before. You have 40 hours a week. The only question left is, what are you going to build?